Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 US states with the rudest drivers. Rude drivers are everywhere, but these 10 states have more than their fair share of motorists who demonstrate inconsiderate driving behavior. Everyone appreciates having their own space on the road. Leaving a proper following distance and being courteous with ceding the right of way makes driving both safer and less stressful for everyone involved. Unfortunately, some drivers adhere to these principles less often than they should, which can lead to serious consequences. Rude driving behavior, such as failing to yield to another driver or running a stop sign, not only endangers everyone else on the road, but takes a huge toll on the inconsiderate driver's wallet, too. While ill-mannered driving happens everywhere, motorists in certain corners of the country are more likely to engage in such behavior. Curious to see where drivers most often exhibit impolite road etiquette, the data scientists referred to their database of over 4.6 million insurance applications to identify the 10 states with the rudest drivers in 2023. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 US states with the rudest drivers. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 US states with the rudest drivers. Number 10 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is North Dakota. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.31%, 27% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 136% greater than national average. With a rude driving citation rate of 2.31%, North Dakota ranks 10th on the list of the rudest driving states in America. North Dakotans have an especially hard time coming to a full stop at stop signs, perhaps because they feel especially rushed, or perhaps just because the state's famous wintry conditions make the roads more slippery than many anticipate. Number 9 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Montana. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.38%, 29% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 68% greater than national average. Montana's nickname, the Treasure State, evokes many of the state's wonders, from its stunning open plains to its soaring mountain peaks. However, it probably doesn't call to mind Montana residents' record of impolite driving citations, which is less than pristine. Indeed, Montana's rude driving infraction rate of 2.38% is nearly 1.3 times greater than the national average. Number 8 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Wyoming. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.52%, 33% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 65% greater than national average. Like Montana, Wyoming is home to beautiful and rugged mountain terrain at the heart of the American West. The two states even share a border that spans over 300 miles and runs through famed Yellowstone National Park. The two states also share a penchant for less than courteous driving behavior, at least as evidenced by driving infraction rates. With 2.52% of Wyoming drivers having a prior rude driving citation on record, the state ranks 8th on the list of the rudest driving states in 2023. Number 7 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Georgia. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.56%, 34% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 48% greater than national average. Though many southern states, highlighted by Kentucky, have impressively high rates of polite driving, Georgia motorists do not follow suit with the rest of the region. 2.56% of Georgia drivers have a prior rude driving infraction on record, a share that's 34% higher than the national average. Georgians' most common rude citation? Like 9 states in the rankings, it's failure to stop at a stop sign. Number 6 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Nebraska. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.61%, 36% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 47% greater than national average. Situated squarely in the nation's Farm Belt, Nebraska is home to those quintessentially American amber waves of grain. Fittingly, the state's official flower is goldenrod. But Cornhusker drivers aren't taking home gold, or silver, or bronze in 2023 when it comes to courteous driving rates. 2.61% of Nebraska drivers have a rude driving violation on record, a share that's 36% greater than the national average. Number 5 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Ohio. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.68%, 37% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 75% greater than national average. Ohio drivers have a tendency to get into trouble on the roads, as the state ranks first overall on Insurify's list of the worst driving states in 2023. Unsurprisingly, that knack for accruing moving violations of any kind also extends to those deemed as indicative of rude driving behavior by Insurify's measures. With a rude driving infraction rate of 2.68%, Ohio places 5th on the list of states with the rudest drivers in 2023. Number 4 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Virginia. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.82%, 40% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 45% greater than national average. With 2.82% of Old Dominion drivers having a prior rude driving citation on record, Virginia motorists exhibit discourteous behavior at the 4th highest rate in America. Indeed, they do so 40% more often than the national average. Virginia drivers most commonly fail to stop at stop signs, and they run red lights at elevated rates, 47% higher than the national average, too. Number 3 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Wisconsin. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.95%, 43% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 89% greater than national average. Despite the state having a reputation for being Midwest nice, some Wisconsin drivers don't always behave that way on the roads. Wisconsin ranks 3rd on the list of states with the rudest drivers in 2023, with 2.95% of its motorists having a prior rude driving citation on record. Number 2 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Alaska. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 2.99%, 44% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a red light, 172% greater than national average. At only 1.2 persons per square mile, Alaska is by far the least densely populated state in the country, meaning its drivers are less likely to encounter a fellow motorist when out on the streets. However, this might be tempting some Alaska drivers to bend the rules of the road, as evidenced by the state's crazy high rate of running red lights over 2.7 times greater than the national average. Just because an intersection seems clear is no reason to engage in dangerous driving behavior, but Alaska drivers' elevated rate of doing so places them second on 2023's list of the rudest drivers by state. Number 1 on the list of U.S. states with the rudest drivers is Idaho. Share of drivers cited for rude behavior, 3.44%, 51% greater than national average. Most common rude citation, failure to stop at a stop sign, 81% greater than national average. When it comes to demonstrating high rates of rude driving behavior, Idaho motorists have no equal. Not only is the state's 3.44% rude driving citation rate 51% higher than the national average, it's also a full 15% higher than the next closest states. Idaho joins Montana, Wyoming, and Alaska as another state in the American West that couples gorgeous mountainscapes with less than pristine driving records. So, which is your favorite state among the top 10 U.S. states with the rudest drivers? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite states among the top 10 U.S. states with the rudest drivers in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.